tell you right now, see, they're painting out there, they're here. This thing is happening. All right, favorite legends. Welcome to Creative Mornings and Harvey. Thank you, of course, for waking us up. The only way I know how to wake up now is this. It has to happen. You gotta have to spin us a DJ set every single time.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it, right? All right. So, folks, welcome everyone to Creative Morning Charlotte. I'm Matt Olin, one of your hosts. And not only is this our 72nd consecutive Creative Mornings event, 72nd consecutive Creative Mornings event, but this is also our 20th consecutive Zoom event, 20 straight months on Zoom, which is crazy.
That's a lot of Zoom. That's a lot of Zoom.
That's a lot of Zoom.
Or all I want to do is do a zoom, 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 and a boom.
I don't even know who's I'm not even sure who's zooming who now, to be honest. I'm not sure. We've done so many Zoom events in a row. I really don't even remember what pants feel like anymore. I feel like, I don't know. But listen, I'm so glad you're with us here for the 20th Zoom event, because this morning we can finally announce that we've finally gotten the green light from the mothership up in NYC. We are finally going back to live in-person events as of next month. That's right, November 12th. Mark your calendar, November 12th, we will be having our first in-person Creative Mornings event in more than a year and a half. And I, for one, cannot wait to hug each and every one of your elbows in person. That's really exactly, the thing I'm living for. Just stay tuned for further details about the venue. Hint, it's gonna be at Ray Ward's gorgeous new office on the west side. Stay tuned for some more details about the speaker. Hint, it's civil rights icon Dorothy Counts-Scoggins. And stay tuned about other logistics to keep us all safe and comfortable. Hint, we're still figuring all that out. So, all right, but for now, we have a lot planned this morning. We have some more music, creativity, connection, inspiration, and fun. So let's get started. But first, of course, a few obligatory housekeeping items. First and foremost, choose speaker view, not gallery view. You're gonna wanna choose speaker view on Zoom. That should be up in the top right corner of your screen. This is gonna allow you to best see the person who's speaking or performing at any given time, or for spotlighting multiple things at the same time. That's the way, speaker view. Secondly, everyone is muted by default. To keep the audio as clear as possible, please do keep yourself muted during the program, but we'd love for you to turn your camera on by clicking start video. We wanna see your beautiful faces. You can interact with us in the chat or by using the different icons, both at the bottom of your screen there. And look, if your coffee mug finds itself empty, please refill your own mug before assisting others, okay? You gotta look out for number one, very, very important. Speaking of number one, who's most numero uno? Who's more numero uno than the one and only Michelle Gabadia? I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone more number one in my book than Michelle Gabadia. Good morning, MG, how are you doing?
Good morning, friends. Good morning. It is good to be in your presence. I'm glad I'm numero uno in your book. I'm just happy to be here. It's a good day. We're going to make it great. And I'm in the company of two of the most creative people I know, Tim and Matt.
Well, we just love hanging out with you in the morning. And, our global theme, of course, is design this month, which I love because each passing day I see creatives of all kinds sort of intentionally designing their careers, their businesses, their communities with their craft. And I find this really inspiring. I mean, it reminds me that you were saying this earlier during the DJ set, like we can design our lives. We can design the kind of city we want to live in. I don't know, like I'd love your thoughts on this because you were spot on. Like even music is a way of designing how we show up in the world.
When you think about you're planning something, a party, an event at your home, event in the community, there has to be a design, there has to be a layout, there has to be a blueprint. And when you apply that to every part of your life, everything we do is by design. Whether we think about it actively or passively, there is steps to get there. There is a creative process. And I think it is so on par to be thinking right now in October, maybe as we're getting designed for Halloween, but just designing what we're going to be. How are you going to spend the next 90 days? Isn't that how many days we have until the end of the year?
Yeah.
What is that design going to look like? what design do you have for next year, whether it's for your profession, for your creative juices, maybe just for what you're going to eat tonight for dinner. And I think this theme really speaks to a lot of that, and thinking about how many things in our life were literally by design, whether of our own doing or somebody else's.
I totally agree. And this is the other thing, the way I see it is that we can design our lives, but it does take creative thinking, it takes perseverance, and it takes collaboration.
Absolutely.
And I feel like everyone who's here with us this morning is showing their commitment to these ideas just by being here, just by showing up.
Absolutely.
You know?
And sometimes designs don't go in order to plan, and you got to crumple it up and start all over again. And you know what? That's okay. And sometimes your best design is your second or third one.
Absolutely. Well, it is a fortuitous time to be exploring a theme like design, because Charlotte as a city is beginning to the process of redesigning what funding and support looks like for our creative community. And at the helm of that process is the Queen City's first ever Arts and Culture Officer, Priya Sarkar, who just so happens to be with us this morning. Good morning, Priya.
Good morning.
There she is. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you all doing?
We're doing great.
Can you hear me?
This is how we do every morning.
Great. I need to
Well,
start.
how are you
going to do this every morning?
Every morning.
Monday
Every
through Friday.
morning.
Great. Love it.
Priya, how are you settling into the Queen City? You and your beautiful family, you're here. How's it going so far?
It's going great. Thanks. I am so excited to be here. This is, I think, our third week in town. And is it that much? Yeah. And it is all blending together. You can kind of tell. But it's been wonderful. You know, I'm just starting to kind of get reacclimated, not only starting to settle into my new role, but you know, I was fortunate to get to be in Charlotte several times over the last few years in my previous role, and to get to know some of you, and hoping to get to know many more of you or all of you in the coming weeks and months. But I'm loving being back in Charlotte. Actually, one of my last trips before the pandemic was to Charlotte in early, you know, like late winter, early spring of 2020. So it's really good to be back in town, and we've just been, you know, exploring, trying to figure out where we're going to live, those kinds of things. And of course, I've been hitting every coffee shop I can find in various neighborhoods as I do.
There is no shortage of coffee shops, local coffee shops here in Charlotte, which we love. And like I said, I love the fact that you're joining us this morning when we're exploring this theme of design, because, you know, this is your life's work. I mean, you help design, create creative cities, and you're embarking with the community on a design process for the next few years. And I imagine that gets you feeling lots of different emotions. Hopefully excitement is one of them, but maybe even like sort of nervousness, and like what are the things you're feeling as you step into this new journey?
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. And I really appreciate, you know, you all inviting me to join, especially given the topic of today. You're right. I have spent a lot of time working with communities to design, you know, their arts and cultural, the future of arts and culture. I mean, the way I really see it is that I facilitate communities designing it for themselves. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And so that is what I hope we will do. And I think, you know, you and Michelle mentioned this a moment ago, that, you know, it really matters who's doing the designing. And I think, you know, what I and, you know, the partners are committed to in this process is trying to make sure that, you know, Charlotteans are involved in designing the future of arts and culture for their city. And so that's the process we're going to start. And I would say the planning process is going to be one where we're designing together, and also designing the planning process. You know, if we take a step back, designing a planning process that allows for community to then design, you know, together, those are the things that are on my mind right now. I have a lot of excitement, and fortunately at this moment, I have very low anxiety, but you know, I'm sure if that anxiety grows, I'll just continue tuning into Creative Mornings and it'll all simmer down.
We got your back, Priya. We got you. We got you. And I love your spirit of collaboration that you bring to this work because it means that we do get to do it together, and you and no one else is going to be in it alone. I'm just so thrilled that you've chosen to call Charlotte home. Welcome to the Queen City. We cannot wait to work with you as we design, our city's creative future. It's really, really exciting. And we have a manifesto here at Creative Mornings. We have a manifesto. It's our North Star. It keeps us grounded and focused and always aware of why we gather together each month. And this morning, I would love for nothing else than for you to do us the honor of reading our manifesto for everyone to hear.
I would be honored to. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, as long as let me make sure I can read it. I'm not seeing it on the screen for some reason, so I probably just need to.
You could just pull it up, or I could.
Oh, I see it. I see it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you,
there
Tim.
It is.
Okay.
I'm here for you, Priya. I got you.
And Tim, congratulations on your appointment to the advisory board that is going to be working diligently. You're going to be working hard, Tim.
That's right. Roll up your sleeves.
on working with community to steer the future of arts and culture.
Thanks. I'm not afraid of hard work, but I'm really excited about the people that were selected around me too. I think it's going to be a great group of folks. So
yes. Okay. Everyone is creative. A creative life requires bravery and action, honesty and hard work. We are here to support you, celebrate with you, and encourage you to make the things you love. We believe in the power of community. We believe in giving a damn. We believe in face-to-face connections, in learning from others, in jazz hands, virtual claps, and virtual snaps. We bring together people who are driven by passion and purpose, confident that they will inspire one another and inspire change in neighborhoods and cities around the world. Everyone is welcome.
Thank you so much, Priya. It's so great to have you with us this morning. It's so great to have you in the Queen City. Oh,
thank you.
So great. Tim, let's step you back up to the Zoom mic here. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. I'm waiting for Priya to drop out of the Zoom because if she hears this song, she may get on a plane and fly back to Austin.
It's possible. This is the risk that we're running here. Is like, so folks, as those of you who come to Creative Mornings know, the way we love to thank our sponsors is in song form. But that's still, the reason for that is still to be determined because neither of us can really sing that well. And this may drive Priya back home. It's possible.
We make up for our ability with passion, and I know that sounds like an excuse, but it does show at least the depth, the distance to which we will go to show our sponsors how much their support matters.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, I think it's safe to say that not only do we love our sponsors, but we may even be borderline obsessed with them. It's hard to admit, but it's true. We're sort of head over heels obsessed with our sponsors. So for this month's sponsor thank you song, we decided to put some words to that obsession, an arena rock style confession, if you will. Steve, I'm a little scared, but please do roll the tape.
Here we go, everybody. You'll never be the same again after the next 2 minutes. That's a lot of people, Matt. Where's your mask?
Hey, another Creative Friday. We just need to pause and say there are companies out there who deserve some fanfare. We can't move on until we thank them.
And hey, we need some more cash again. It's safe to say we know how to spend. But without your sweet dough, we would be here no more. And that is why we're saying we love you.
That pure intentions gets us through. Don't you know we kill for you? Our
Charlotte's storeroom makes our score. We confess that we have stirred the sponsors.
Yeah, man, this fits just like a glove. Have you seen these tattoos of our sponsors? We love you.
And yeah, we might be a little obsessed. Without you, we would be a mess. Do your best not to cringe. We are both a little unhinged, trying to show how much we adore you.
So, I know you might need some space. So please come over to my place. But I'll have you forewarned, my whole house is adorned. Your logo's pinned up on most of my wall space. I'm claiming this thing is mine. Got an altar that enshrines our sponsors.
I'm carving Boingo into stone. Could a scientist please clone a sponsor?
Community Corner Store Salad, wish their name was short like other sponsors. So long.
Global guides, MailChimp and Skillshare each. We love y'all as much as our local squad folks, like an out of town side piece.
You and I can. If we never thanked our sponsors, ungrateful monsters, that would be our legacy.
And hey, before you make your getaway, we hope you know that this was our way to say we're in love with you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I actually just got a text alert that Priya is on the next flight out.
Oh no, Priya, stop! Please, we promise. We'll cut it out.
We won't do it again.
I have to hand it, just the secret out of the bag. We trade off months and do different things. Matt wanted this song and he freaking crushed.
It's part of the Arena Rock canon. I feel like it was high time that we finally tackled it, because it does express. I feel like it captures our obsession.
Yeah, or desperation, one of the two.
It's one of the shuns. It's one of the shuns, and we will be shunned forever.
I have to say, we act like it's a burden on us to do it. The fact that you wonderful Creative Mornings audience hang with this every month, it's like a marathon. It's like the triathlon for your ears. Like, thank you.
It gives new meaning to the word monster ballad, I will say.
It really
There you
does. It really
Absolutely.
does. Ungrateful monster ballad. Well, folks, it is clear that we love our sponsors: Method, WFAE, Charlotte Star Room, Boingo, Pure Intentions Coffee, and Community Culinary School of Charlotte. Somehow we get them in the lyrics every month. And I want to send some special love out to our global sponsors, MailChimp and Skillshare. They support the Creative Mornings global community, 223 volunteer-run chapters all around the world. So thank you, MailChimp. 2021, this year marks the 12-year anniversary of MailChimp supporting Creative Mornings. You heard that right, 12 years. Their generous partnership has allowed us to grow from just a handful of chapters to hundreds today. And as true champions of the underdog, we are so grateful for their support, which helps make all Creative Mornings events possible around the world. You can learn more about them at MailChimp.com. And thank you to Skillshare, our global partner for online learning, where millions of inspired and inspiring humans share wisdom, experience, and expression in the learning community that will lead your creative journey to new places. Skillshare has launched an exciting new platform designed to support the professional development of your creative teams with creative learning that covers everything from graphic design to leadership and management. This is the stuff your creative team needs to become a better team of problem solvers, inspired innovators, and energized leaders. So you can learn more about that at teams.skillshare.com. Okay.
Hey, Matt,
friends,
can I say one more thing before we move on?
Of course you can.
Given that this was the 20th digital or online gathering in a row, we would be remiss if we didn't thank the team at Method. I mean, they jumped in when everything went down, thanks to our good buddy Mr. COVID last year. We did not know how to do this, and we turned to our friends at Method and asked them for help, and it has been a seamless process since. Really, this is not as easy as it looks. It's like putting on a television show with all the camera changes and everything. They have been amazing, and we love them. I mean, they just have made all of this possible for the last 20 months.
Yes, Brad, Josh, Steve, everyone at Method, thank you so much. We're super, super grateful. And I know that Michelle Gabadia has to go. I hope she's still here because I want her to do at least one more thing before she runs out the door. Could you introduce our musical guest to the Charlotte Star Music stage?
But of course, friends, we're going to hear some real music now, from real musicians.
Amen to that.
So hopefully you stuck around because you knew good music was coming. Music's a big part of Creative Morning Charlotte. And it is my honor and my absolute privilege to introduce our next artist to our Creative Morning stage. His name is Trey Armstrong. You might know him on the Instagram as Jimmy_bars. He is the next big thing. Between listening to Adele's new song and his Instagram, I'm in love with his song, Inner Peace. I was singing it in the shower this morning. They say, you forgot about me. I mean, it's hot. You need to check it out. Check him out. But you're going to hear directly from him this morning. We are so honored to have you, Trey. Thank you so much for blessing us with your musical styling. Everyone, I give you Trey Armstrong.
Hi, thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Like you said, Inner Peace is my new single out. You can find it on any streaming site under my name, Trey Armstrong. And that's like actually my official name. I don't use like nicknames and gimmicks and stuff like that. But yeah, I do appreciate this opportunity. Definitely appreciate you guys. Somewhere in the chat is my future father-in-law and mother-in-law. William McNeely and Sheila McNeely. So I definitely appreciate them too. They like got me to where I can like meet you guys and see you guys and stuff. So I definitely appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram, like she said, under Jimmy_bars with a Z at the end. Pretty much on Twitter too. Facebook is my real name, Trey Armstrong. Definitely connect with me. I would love to, talk to whoever and spread whatever type of positive music I can to you guys. But if you're ready, I'm ready. I got a song called Slow Down, featuring K Monet, who's an actual artist here in Charlotte too. She's very dope. And the song is more so about self-love and basically inner peace. I like to talk about inner peace a lot. Peace is like a big thing for me. So we can go ahead and start this up. She was a flower, I think her name was Delilah or Daisy. I would water for hours, think I'm a drowning Miss Lady. She wasn't used to the light. Dark, dim places only made a use of a light. Try to ease her pain like Novocaine, don't know a thing. I wrote the game with hopeless aim to show my pain. Don't want to change, but life don't really come again. All we know is really till we see the end. I done burned some bridges I won't never get to see again. She done crossed some lines she won't never get to be again. I been getting to this money, man, what you see in him. Heard he don't treat you right, you was just enough for him. Girl, let me change your life, I ain't talking medicine. I can show you to the light, I ain't Thomas Edison. Mixing overdue, saying I heard you got that heaven sent. Bad choice and man, it's provided by the evidence. Yeah. I was winning, could you slow down, cause I can take you home now, anywhere you wanna go now, it's provided by the soul now, I was winning, could you slow down, cause I can take you home now, anywhere you wanna go now, it's provided by the soul now. Who knew you were the flower I was meant to pick? A, from your smile to your style and your intellect. Can I slow it down for a while? I've been kind of stressed. I just really want to pick your mind if you down to sit. Have you heard my music? Is it cool? Did you tell your friends? Say you know a couple people that can plug me in. Now they want to talk about my publishing when I just want to kick it with my real friends. Ain't seen you in a minute since we kicked it, dude. You doing good, and we should kick it, grab some drinks, still a bite to eat. Maybe I can catch you in your city if you showing love. Don't want to press you on the issue that's just not with me. Trying to be the reason that excitement is your constant drugs. Know they got you fighting for that self-love. Maybe we can change living. Life is the best club. I was winning, could you slow down, cause I can take you home now, anywhere you wanna go now, it's provided by the soul now, I was winning, could you slow down, cause I can take you home now, anywhere you wanna go now, it's provided by the soul now, slow down, cause I can take you home now. I just wanted to slow it. Slow down. Cause I can take it. Yeah. I just wanted to slow it. Slow down. I gotta show now. All right. I appreciate y'all for checking me out, definitely listening. Definitely appreciate it. Like I said, you can follow me on Instagram under Jimmy_bars with a Z. I'll definitely put it in the chat too. Also, I wanted to thank Levin and Alexis too for also reaching out to me for this opportunity. I definitely appreciate them. Also, I do got a project coming out soon. Just be on the lookout. It's called Chasing the High. Definitely gonna be a good one. I have previous projects called Broke Crayon, Still Color, basically about self-awareness. Trying to reach your dreams is hard, and trying to come up with stuff is also hard. So you have to just keep pushing to actually make it and be something in life. And if you stop, you won't ever reach it. And most people stop right before they're about to make it. So just keep pushing. Definitely appreciate you guys. Matt Olin, appreciate you. Thank you, Creative Mornings, for having me. I definitely appreciate it.
Trey, that was awesome. I mean, the music, but also the message behind it. And thank you for shouting out Charlotte Star Room, because those guys from day one have been finding incredible musical talent and sharing it here at Creative Mornings like you. Can't wait to see where you go from here. Thank you for being part of the Creative Mornings.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it's that time. One thing I did put Trey's Venmo information in the chat, because creatives, to keep going, they need money. And that is why, as you guys know, we started the Hug Micro Grant program at Charlotte is Creative. Even a little bit of money to push a creative project forward, to get it from inside your head to out into the world, matters. And thanks to our incredible sponsors, Noda Brewing, Google Fiber, different individuals, and Wells Fargo, we're able to make creative projects happen. This month, we have 3 individuals who are going to get $250 micro grants. They are, Steve, if you'd put it up on the board, Lindsay Gentleman, who is a photographer. She's going to be using her hug to purchase new equipment and to actually have better packaging for her prints. Just a little thing like that helps you be a better professional. Maria Senkel is an illustrator, and she's going to buy a Cricut machine so that she can work on a new project called 6 Pillars of Good Character. And Michaela Binter, if you follow what we're writing about in the Biscuit and on the CLT is Creative Instagram feed, you will see that we love Michaela. She's doing incredible artistic work, but also incredible work in the community. And she is going to use the funds that she got this month to help offset the costs of a new mural she's doing at the Metro School. Thanks to the Lending Tree Foundation and an incredible donation that they have made to us in partnership at Charlotte is Creative, we are now also able to offer the Bear Hug. This is a $1,000 hug that's given to previous hug grantees. And by the way, if you haven't been paying attention, we are right at the 300 mark. That's 300 different creatives that have gotten a $250 nudge, little love bomb of cash to move a project forward. And the Charlotte Youth Ballet got a $250 hug a little over a year ago to help replace some of the costumes that they have in their annual production of the Nutcracker. This year, we're giving them $1,000 to replace multiple costumes. This is an incredible organization that teaches kids the art of dance, but to put on a great performance, you need costumes. And if you've ever done that, y'all know that those costumes wear out over time. So they need to be replenished, and that's a huge cost. And thanks to the Lending Tree Foundation, we are able to help them do that. Matt, just an incredible organization. And just thanks to all of our sponsors for making that possible, because as Priya hopefully is going to help us, the whole city realize it takes love and support and capital to move creative projects forward. If you want to apply for a hug or donate in any amount, because we will put it to work, go to huggrant.com, and I promise you we will do good things with it. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt, you ready to move on?
We are. Kudos again to all of this month's Huggies. That's what we call them, right? Huggies. I think
Absolutely, we call them our Huggies.
Trying to still make that stick.
Well, I'm hoping that we'll keep calling them Huggies until the cease and desist letter comes from the diaper company.
Yes, exactly. Hey, no such thing as bad press.
That's not true, but okay.
Profound thanks to these generous companies that keep the hug life alive and growing. Wells Fargo, Google Fiber, Noda Brewing, and of course, the Lending Tree Foundation. There it is, right there.
Absolutely. And Susie Ford of Noda Brewing is on the Zoom this morning. Susie, you have been with us for years. Thank you so much for your constant support of the creative community here.
We love Susie and the whole Noda Brewing team. All right, folks, it's time to honor another creative Charlottean with a Bolt of Inspiration Award, courtesy of Ortho Carolina. And to do that today, of course, is the one and only Tori Savage from The Savage Way. Good day, Tori.
Oh, hello, Matt. How are you?
Good. I think I used an Irish accent last month, and I'm just trying out an Aussie one this morning.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's okay, Tori. I heard that as a British accent as well. I thought he was getting all Bridgerton up in here.
Perfect. Okay. Hello, Creative Mornings. I am Tori with The Savage Way. I'm so pumped to be here this month to give out the Bolt of Inspiration, right? So if you're new here, every month we give away a Bolt of Inspiration to just honor some people in our community. And this is brought to us by our friends at Ortho Carolina, but we just want to honor some really inspirational creatives and give back. So before I announce the winner, real quick, I just always tell you about what The Savage Way is, right? So we make art out of moss. Like behind me, there's a big moss wall. Everything from logos, panels, words, shapes, walls, right? I always reference a new project we have going on, but right now I'd like to show you that we just moved into a new warehouse. My table right now is bubble wrap, but check out our warehouse if you can. We're growing up over here. So that's our newest thing with the Savage Way. Follow us on Instagram, but let's get to what I'm here for. The nominees this month with the Bolt of Inspiration. Give it up for Monique and Kevin Douglas and Jason Wolf. So these three have worked incredibly hard to build a home for creatives and give life to community events at both Studio 229 and the Brooklyn Collective. So at this gallery / bar, they incubate upstairs as well. They have small businesses, nonprofits. They offer an artist in residence program. They also have like a creator maker space. And what they're doing is just creating so much opportunity for creatives and artists in our community to shine. So if you have not been by Studio 229 or Brooklyn Collective, look them up, check them out, y'all. They are doing amazing things for Charlotte. Monique, Kevin, Jason, I'm so honored to know y'all. Congratulations on your Bolt of Inspiration. Thank you guys, and back to y'all.
All right. Well, you know what? You just talked about the Monique Douglas, and we need to meet her. Like when we talk about these people that are so amazing, then we're like, all right, check them out in the real world. Well, no, that's not good enough. So right now we are going to speed date a number of creatives that have incredible things going on. 60 seconds they each get. And I want the speakers to realize you're getting a clock this time. So be good. Use your 60 seconds judiciously. The first one up, the creative who is up to amazing things that we want you to know, is the one, the only, your morning is about to be made, Monique Douglas. All right, Monique, you ready to go?
Yes, I am ready to go. Woo,
all right, start the clock.
I am Monique Douglas. I am the co-owner of CBK Branding and Consulting Firm, a boutique consulting firm here in Charlotte. But more importantly, we operate out of Studio 229 on Brevard, which is not your ordinary studio. We are a multi-purpose location, and we say we're the place where history, humanity, and artistry intersect. We're in a historic location, which was a part of the Black Wall Street of Charlotte, North Carolina in the 1900s. And we're a spot where you can come for live music and jazz on the weekends. We do community programming. We also are so excited about the fact that you can rent our venue out for your own events. Creatives can come and rent out our 24-foot infinity wall to do their projects, or you can come and have photography and videography projects done by my husband, Kevin Douglas. So come on and see us. We're not your ordinary studio.
Oh! That was brilliant. Tim, it only took us, well, first of all, Tim, you sound like you're muted, but I gotta say, it only took us 20 months to figure out how to do this right. And Monique crushed it.
That is how you throw it down. You know what? In baseball terms, that's why Monique was our leadoff batter. Like, she set the tone. All right. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't want to be John Roberts of Ray Ward right now. No. John, I know you're going to do a great job. One of the reasons we are featuring 3 incredible spaces this morning, Studio 229 being one of them. Next up is the Studio Ray Ward. There are incredible creative spaces that you can rent, lease, and use for a wide array of creative gatherings. And the studio at Ray Ward is one of them. We want John Roberts to tell you all about it. John, you ready? You ready to step up to the plate? All right, we'll switch places. You get 60 seconds. Throw it down, my man.
So I think design is a really important topic as we looked at our new home. You know, folks think about doing the big man cave, she shed. And we created a 2,500 square foot playground for photography and video. I like to think of it as our wild science lab. But the neat thing is we were able to move into this space is to really think about sharing this space and letting creatives and other agencies and photographers and videographers, cinematographers, folks throughout the area take advantage of this space. So we built it so that you could have a separate entrance for privacy. There's dressing rooms, there's a client area, video area. It's completely controllable with natural light, 3 huge bay doors. You can drive vehicles in and have that 2,500 square foot space to play, and completely black it out or use natural light, augment it, bring your equipment in, and I'll drop it in the chat. Operators are standing by.
Wow.
Boom! Wow, another 60-second crush. John, that was awesome. I put the information as well. It's a great space. If you haven't seen Ray Wart's new office, it's a marvel. So definitely check it out. It's an awesome place for an event.
I am very, very impressed by just how on point these 60-second pitches are. If I had a bubble wrap desk right now, like Tori does, I would be slamming it with my fist.
All right. Well, let's see. Art Rogers, you ready to go? Is Art in the building?
We might have to skip. I don't know.
All right, we are unfortunate. I will drop. He was here to talk about the VAPA Center, which is a new creative space that for lease, rent, and permanent, and studio use in the old Hal Marshall building across the street from the McCall Center. Sorry, Art wasn't here, but now we will move on to. I mean, really, the man needs no introduction. DC, I know you are up. You are ready. The beard is looking fantastic. And you want to tell us about a creative event that also is about something incredibly important.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And in the excitement of all of it, I decided to write a poem. So here we go. Talking to kids about heavier things. Sighs and eye rolls is what that usually brings. Trying to find words that you think just might fit without sounding at all that you're full of it. Should it be this hard to say something important? I think not, good people of Creative Mornings. No one is perfect. Our vices are many. We're trying not to be preachy or cast shame on any. But if you want to understand why kids are users of tobacco and vaping without calling them losers, the Queen City Quiz Show and friends are inviting you to a night that'll be quite exciting. It's a game, it's a show, you'll learn something new. From your favorite chair, you can play along too. Everyone wins when we find the right words. Let's start up a dialogue where everyone's heard. Forgive this poor poem. We'll agree that it stinks. Registration and more information can be found at this link. That Tim will add to the chat, of course.
I've already added it. Wow. All right. From now on, I'm calling you Dr. D. Seuss.
You're welcome. And thank you for the opportunity.
DC, it's one thing to bring it in right on time, the train to the station, but then when you're also juggling, like verse and rhyme, and to still pull it in with 2 seconds left,
impressive.
That's impressive.
By the way, Sandy writes, great voice. And I'm telling you, Sandy, like when you get that call, DC, by the way, is up early. So he'll give you an early morning phone call and you get like, what's up, brother? And you're like, this is going to be an interesting day. This is going to be an interesting day. All right. We're going to add somebody in. This actually is going to take the VAPA time. It's our good friend, Jim Dukes from Charlotte Art League. There is something going on there almost every weekend, including tonight. So Jim, you're up to tell us about what people can experience tonight up on North Davidson Street.
No. So can you hear me? Am I unmuted?
We're good, but the clock is going.
Okay, good. Oh, so cool. What does your shirt say? Is it public nudity?
It says public radio nerd. Trust me, you don't want to see my public nudity.
Okay, so tonight in our course of building community, we're partnering with the young affiliates of the Mint. We've been working on this for a while, but we're bringing the Hispanic Heritage exhibition to the Charlotte Art League to round out Hispanic Heritage Month. So the exhibit opens today and goes from 4 to 7. We have about 30 to 40 pieces in the exhibit. We've got food vendors. I can't name off all of the artists. Edwin Cruz is going to provide the food. Drip Joint's got coffee. We've got music and a panel discussion about Hispanic heritage art in our community. The art bus will be there, and we want you to be there too. It's free.
All right, good, man. See, you're just taking back the time that we wasted talking about whether or not I'm into public nudity. So good. Awesome. And by the way,
well spent.
You know,
our
I'm not
beautiful,
right.
our beautiful friend and former speaker Rosalia is with us today, and she's excited about this event too. She dropped information about it into the chat. All right, last person that you're going to meet now is Erin Gillespie with the City of Charlotte. She's got an incredible community event in the Albemarle Road corridor that she wants to tell you about right now. Erin, the mic is yours.
Can I get my buddy Lorna on screen as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You guys are going to tag team this?
Man.
We'll
Duet.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Erin Gillespie with the City of Charlotte Economic Development, and I am joined today with my partner in crime, Lorna Allen, with the city's Urban Design Center. We are working on some really exciting things across Charlotte through the city's Corridors of Opportunity program. Over the last 2 years, our city council has committed $38.5 million to improve 6 key business corridors. Across all corridors, the program is striving to cultivate prosperity, strengthen community, and build legacy. There's my 3. Currently, we're working with the community and creatives like you to strengthen community, to establish a shared vision for Albemarle Road as a vibrant corridor.
That's right, Erin. We found that when working in these corridors, culture, heritage, art, they're all what make the soul of Charlotte so unique. So through the City of Charlotte's creative pool, we've already put together 15 creatives that have been working. I'm going over, Tim, just so you know, to develop the Albemarle Road playbook. By the time we wrap later this year, we will have invested over $50,000 back into the creative community by connecting over 20 creatives with paid gigs that will not only help shape the future of Albemarle Road, but will leave a lasting impact. So if you are interested in learning more about the Albemarle Road playbook, you can join us virtually on the 26th of October or in person on the 28th. To find out more about the open call for our creative pool, that'll come out late spring 2022, so you can follow us on the gram. Drop that info in the chat. So thank you all.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
They were on city time. It's fine.
It's all right.
Nice.
It's all right. They took the balance of Vapa's time. It's all
That's
all
right.
good.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
one of the things we do love about what Lorna and Erin and their team is doing is they are making creatives part of a process that is not normally something that you would think of involving artists in, and that's designing the future of a corridor and speaking for the people and capturing the soul of a place. And so that's what we love. I mean, on this Albemarle Road corridor, I think by the end, as Lorna said, 20 to 25 creatives are going to get paid to be part of this process. And that's amazing. All right. Speaking of pulling creatives into things that you wouldn't normally expect them to be involved in, we at Charlotte is Creative have a project that we do with Ortho Carolina to match one of their nonprofit partners with a creative who helps tell their story. And so we're going to share with you right now a 1-minute amazing poem that Jay Ward, the award-winning world champion street poet, wrote for Paraguide, an incredible nonprofit that pairs sighted art athletes with athletes that are that have a disability in some way, generally sight related, and they run and execute triathlons together. It's an amazing organization, and Jay gave it voice. We're going to put it on the screen right now.
Being on a team is about mutual trust, constant communication. It's a cadence, it's music, it's the way you move. Crossing the finish line is a synchronized dance set to the melody of footfalls against the trail, bicycle spokes whirring like locusts down a long road, your hands mastering the rhythm of splash. Together, you make a song, side by side, elbow to elbow, tethered by things most people wouldn't notice, like the energy exchange of a high five, or the way the sun celebrates on your skin when you step outside, the way your heart reminds you you already won because every practice prepared you for today. All your training, the early morning anticipation, every fear and every joy, all culminating with this: you are ready. All that's left is to go out there and just do it. Just walk, just run, just cycle, just swim. You do that as a team, And today is another song you sing, another challenge you met to be that much better. Today is another victory, and you'll do it together.
Wow, man, Jay Ward is just incredible. And of course, the work that Paraguide's doing is incredible. So imagine when you take those two energy forces and you mash them together, like, forget it.
The first time I heard this, goosebumps, and it's just something that I had to share because it's a beautiful example of how a creative and a nonprofit or a business can work together to kind of multiply the effect. And I've listened to that 50 times. I'm pumped up. And now, Matt, I'm really excited. Now that you've hung with us and dealt with all the frivolity, now we are bringing you to the main event, introducing you to Destiny Wilson, one of our absolute favorite creatives in Charlotte, and the perfect person to talk about the global theme of design. Destiny is a Charlotte-based artist who enjoys art through all mediums: visual art, photography, creative direction, design, and more. She is a recent graduate of UNC Charlotte's Belk College of Business, and she aims to be her own boss while serving the community around her. She has a passion for creativity that goes back to her childhood, and she will work feverishly to bring her creations to life. We got to know her last year during a difficult time. It was in the wake of the murder of George Floyd, and she used her art form to share her feelings, which was to design tennis shoes and design athletic shoes and customize them. And she used it to express her own feelings. To take an art form like that and then make a meaningful, deep, incredible personal statement commanded our attention. And we had to get to know her, and we've enjoyed our relationship with her ever since. What we love too is that she is the perfect synthesis of someone whose creative ability matches her head for business so that she can sustain herself, build her own business, and be, as she said, her own boss. She's got an incredible story, one I know that will move you. And without further ado, Destiny, I'm going to back away from the mic, and it is yours. Thank you for being here at this Creative Morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So when I hear the word design, my brain automatically goes to the visual and artistic aspects of design. And I think that partly has to do with me being able to explore my creativity at an early age. And if you really think about it, design is everywhere, from the table that I'm using right now, to the canvas painting on my wall, to the vase over there that's holding my flowers. Someone had to be thinking like, hey, what's something functional that can be used as an everyday item that can make my life or someone else's life a bit easier or more efficient? So I believe it all comes down to someone having an experience or feeling that brings about some form of ideation. And then these ideas are what turns into tangible products for others to experience and use. And this can be creating that chair that you sit in every day, to building that phone or the laptop that you're watching a Zoom on right now, to constructing that song that you hear that evokes a certain emotion within you. So design is everywhere, and it truly is a beautiful thing. And speaking from my personal experience, I have parents who allowed me to explore my creative side and nurtured this creativity. So every year, my birthday gift would be whatever the thing that piqued my interest the most. So I remember getting an acoustic guitar one year, a keyboard the next, and an art easel the next, and so on and so forth. So from the age of 10, I tried learning how to play the guitar, the keyboard, photography, painting, and cooking. And I still enjoy photography, and I love making new recipes, but painting and creating is the one thing that really stuck with me. And it started out as simple sketches of cartoons or flowers, animals, fast food, pretty much anything that I encountered at that age. And then I went from these sketches to making duct tape wallets, and from the duct tape wallets to making canvas paintings, and from making these canvas paintings to digital drawings. And then after the digital drawings, I didn't create anything new for a very long time. And I mean, years had passed. But when I finally found inspiration within me to create again, I started using sneakers as my canvas. So I would thrift sneakers from the thrift store, and I had friends who let me customize their sneakers. But regardless of the medium that I decided to use, I just did what felt good. I did what brought me the most joy or what helped me break down the many thoughts that constantly go on throughout my head. And I'll be the first to admit that I tend to overthink at times. So the artwork that I create is a byproduct of the current state of I'm in, of how I'm feeling during that time, the experiences that I've had up until that point, and the people that I've encountered and the lessons that I've learned. So my personal growth and my artistic journey go hand in hand because there is no journey without this growth. And reflecting from my younger self to now, the one thing that kind of remained the same is doing things from a place of joy, just creating from a place for the need to express something that may be heavily on my heart or on my mind. And yes, I do commission work sometimes, but I've gotten to the point where I've had to refer the person to another artist who I think would be a better fit for them to create that piece. And I just think you can easily decipher when you're doing something because you feel like you have to do it versus when you're doing it from a place of fulfillment. And I think all the creators out there know that feeling that I'm referring to. Those pieces where you can't wait to get off of work, just a couple hours, you want to work at your project, or those ideas that keep you up at night and you have to write them down or you can't go to sleep otherwise. And so far, I've learned some boundaries and I've continued to learn my boundaries and learn the type of clients I enjoy working with. I learned that I don't enjoy rushing my work. I like to take my time with it and really enjoy the process. Whereas early on, I took on any client with any turnaround time because I didn't really know the capacity in which I could realistically produce high quality work. I even used to offer rush orders for a higher rate. And other occasions, I've had people send me another artist's work for me to replicate. And in those instances, I would respectfully inform them to ask that artist directly to complete it because, I mean, you don't really go to Burger King and ask for a Big Mac. So same thing with art. You shouldn't really go to one artist asking them to create another person's work. It's just an integrity thing. And I've had this happen on a few occasions, but I kind of redirect them. And in the end, they kind of respect that decision that I make. And they also end up coming back to create a one-of-one piece for themselves. So I no longer offer those rush order services. I provide a clear timeline up front so the customer knows what to expect. And I just kind of let my boundaries or my business rules, I let them know up front so they know how to maneuver. And then I say all of that to say, the more years that I put into my journey, I'm learning more and more about myself, about my goals, my aspirations, and I'm learning to say no to the things that don't align with this. And I'm learning that it's okay to decline certain offers because, let's be realistic, every offer isn't a good offer. And I'm even learning to say yes to the opportunities that scare me, those opportunities that come around where you've never done that thing before, but that person or that organization believes in you, in your capacity to get it done. So I end up saying yes and just kind of figuring out along the way. Off the top of my head, like you said earlier, the My Cause, My Cleats. Prior to that point, I've never customized a pair of cleats. I've never worked with that type of material before. It just required a whole different level of preparation that I've never done before. Luckily, I had a mentor, Erica, who helped me do that. And even more recently, the Charlotte Shaw application you guys referred me to, I've never done anything where I had to fill out my portfolio or get a reference or I had to create a detailed budget, just all of these creative things that I've never really done in that aspect. I mean, yes, I've gotten reference for like an academic setting or a job setting, and I've created my budget for my personal expenses, but never on this creative side. So I think these opportunities that I've never done end up being the most helpful learning experiences. And when I'm when I actually finish that, it kind of feels good knowing that I don't have to limit myself, that I can think bigger, I can do bigger, I can dream bigger. It just doesn't have to stop at this invisible ceiling that I place on myself, coming from a place of uncertainty. And we all know this past year was full of uncertainty, and I really had to embrace that fact. Like, I don't always know what's going to happen next, and everything isn't always going to be in our control, and that's completely okay. So the end goal was never, it will never be about monetary gains or recognition. I just create from the heart. I create for fun. I create from a place of joy, and I create from a place of not really knowing the words that can describe how I feel at that moment. So I just create. And I share these creations with the world, and those who resonate, they will. Those who view it and think it's visually pleasing will do so. And others might not like it or understand it, but it's not really for everyone to understand. It's more so a documentation of who I am in that moment, the experience that I faced up until that point, me learning about what I want and the life I desire to live. And so with each piece, I'm able to reflect on my past goals, my past thought process, and I can see the growth from then to now. And I just becomes clear with each piece. So I tend to work on more projects that align with my current goals, and I just stray away from others with this bigger picture in mind. I even work on a few personal projects, which I haven't even shared, but the point is to figure out what works for you. Do the thing that brings you the most joy. And it may not be the easy thing to do, but in the end, it'll be the thing that teaches you the most while also bringing you the most fulfillment. So discover what works for you, learn about yourself, become in tune with your feelings. And when you do all of these things, no matter what you create, whether you're a visual artist, a teacher, a musician, a doctor, etc., the moment you learn about your own wants, needs, and desires, the easier it becomes to say no to the things that don't align with your current being. And the easier it becomes for opportunities to present themselves to you or for you to create your own, because you know what you want and people notice that and can gravitate towards that and bring you those opportunities. So when you remain true to yourself and put yourself at the heart of your work, you have no choice but to have a journey of longevity. And even if you decide to completely switch things up, the people will be there regardless because they connect with the person, they connect with you behind that art, behind that project, and behind that design, and not just the physical or tangible piece itself. So that's my take on design, and thank you for having me today.
Wow. Destiny. That was
so amazing. I think it's safe to say, Destiny, that you are wise beyond your years, because the lessons that you are sharing with us this morning are so key to a fulfilling creative life. You know, this idea that we should dig deep and create from a pure space from within us, rather than looking outward for either validation or what do I create that they want. It's more about creating what you feel called to create and letting that be your guide. The fact that you already have a grasp of that mindset is just amazing to me. And I think a lot of people on this call needed to hear that this morning.
Yeah, Destiny, you can work a lifetime and not get to that place. I know one thing that you said that really resonated with me was my dad, who I don't know if he's on the Zoom or not, said to me one day, if you don't wake up in the morning, every morning, and feel just a little bit scared that you can't that's the day you're going to be found out as a fraud, or that you can't do it, that you're in the wrong place. And so you said that you fight the natural human urge to go to safety, and you're finding that moving towards those things that scare you, that takes you to that creative place, that next level, that freedom that comes with embracing the possibility of failure. And that's just incredible. You have inspired us from the day that we first saw your work on Instagram, and you've continued to do that since. And this morning was just a masterclass. Thank you so much. I have one question though for you. If people want to work with you, because I imagine you have inspired everyone on this Zoom, how can they do that?
Okay, so if you would like to get something done for me, you can reach out to me through Instagram. My website is listed in my bio. You can also email me directly. The email link is also in my bio, or you can just go straight to my website, which is www.theartist.com, and you can email me through my website.
There you have it, folks. If you want to work with Destiny, you have plenty of ways to reach out with her. But just don't be surprised if she says no, and don't be hurt by that. This is just her trying to keep the boundaries in. She's trying to stay aligned with her vision. So she might say yes, she might say no. It's hard to say.
Destiny, you're already like way better at that than Matt and me.
Oh, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to say no. Oh my gosh, Destiny, thank you again so much for being with us as our speaker on the theme of design. We're just super inspired by you. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
And folks, this is where we must leave you this morning until we finally get to see you in person on November 12th. Yep, I said that right. In person at Ray Ward, November 12th, with our amazing special guest, Dorothy Counts Scoggins, finally reunited, and it feels so good. So stay tuned. It's going to be a limited audience. We're going to have live streaming options. It's a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. So anyway, until then, I want to thank Harvey Cummings, Michelle Gabadia, Priya Sarkar, welcome to the Queen City, Tori Savage, all of our